Hello and welcome, our blood viewers, to our today's news English edition. As usual, we bring to you the major and top highlights of tonight. Let's follow. President Ghali expressed his best wishes to his citizens on the advent of Ramadan. Meeting focused on respect for good conduct. Blessed Ramadan, Prefecture of Djibouti City. And on the international scene, Gaza, intense negotiations in Egypt for the second phase of the truce. Those were the major and top highlights. Welcome back to our newsroom, our beloved viewers. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, congratulated the Djiboutian people and the Islamic Ummah across the globe on the occasion of the arrival of the holy month of Ramadan. Let's listen to him.
الحمد لله الذي أمدنا بلطفه ورحمته وأذن لنا بالصيام في هذا الشهر الكريم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أيها الأخوة المواطنون، إخواني المسلمين في كل مكان، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أما بعد، ها قد أهل علينا شهر رمضان المبارك، شهر الطهر والمغفرة، شهر الصيام والقيام، شهر القرآن والدعاء والتضرع إلى الله الذي تتنزل فيه البركات ويرتقي فيه الصائمون إلى أعلى درجات الإيمان.
The blessed month of Ramadan has arrived, the month of purity and forgiveness, fasting and prayer of Quran, supplications and humility before Allah. It is a month in which blessings descend and those who fast are elevated to the highest levels of faith. On this solemn occasion, I extend my sincere congratulations and warmest wishes to all of you, praying to Allah the Almighty to grant us the strength to fast and pray properly and to guide us toward performing good deeds and acts of obedience. Dear brothers and sisters, fasting is not merely abstaining from food and drink. It is also refraining from everything that distracts us from our ultimate goal, drawing closer to Allah the Most High. It is a precious opportunity to purify our hearts from impurities and rid ourselves of the sins that prevent us from receiving the light of faith. Let us make the most of these blessed days and remind ourselves at every moment of this sacred month that the joy of worship during Ramadan is unparalleled. Dear brothers and sisters, this sacred occasion comes this year in difficult circumstances, as our Arab and Islamic nations face serious challenges and immense hardships. These challenges require the sons and daughters of our nation to work diligently to strengthen solidarity and unity among themselves. In this context, we raise our hands in prayer asking Allah the Almighty to bring relief to our brothers and sisters in Palestine who are enduring tyranny and oppression in desperate attempts to drive them from their sacred land. The Palestinian cause is the soul and heartbeat of our nation, a cause of humanity that transcends time and space. During this blessed month, we renew our commitment to being the voice of Palestine and to keeping the flame of hope alive in the face of injustice, firmly believing that the truth never fades and that Palestinians' land will continue to thrive despite all attempts at destruction and displacement. Victory will come sooner or later, no matter how long it takes. Dear brothers and sisters, in light of difficult situation facing our brotherly nation of Sudan, we reaffirm our full solidarity with its noble people who are enduring a grave crisis that requires unwavering support. We categorically reject any attempt to undermine the sovereignty of this dear country, to divide its territories, or to interfere in its internal affairs. We call upon the international community to intensify its effort to support Sudan in overcoming its crisis and to address the resulting humanitarian consequences, which demand an urgent and effective response. Dear citizens, at a decisive moment in the history of our diplomacy, we extend our heartfelt congratulations to our Minister Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, who through his determination and dedication has ascended to the position of President of the African Union Commission after more than 2 decades of exceptional service at the helm of Djibouti's diplomacy. He has truly been an outstanding figure, a distinguished diplomat who has carried out his responsibilities with sincerity and integrity, leaving an indelible mark on the history of both Arab and African diplomacy. Our farewell to him at this moment is in a way a farewell to a great era of achievements and sacrifices. We express our deepest gratitude to him and pray that Allah blesses his efforts and that his career, marked by devotion to the great causes of Africa and the world, continues to shine. I wish a blessed month and pray that Allah the Almighty grant us the return of Ramadan with blessings, prosperity, and grace for us and for the entire Islamic nation. May you be well every year, and may peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah be upon you. Blessings.
The President exchanged congratulations with the kings, presidents, and princes of Islamic and Arab countries on the occasion of the blessed month of Ramadan. In his messages to his brothers, the leaders of Arab and Islamic countries, the President expressed his heartfelt congratulations and best wishes for the arrival of this holy month. He prayed to Almighty Allah to bring it back to them and their sister nations with goodness, blessings, and prosperity. President Gelle stated that the arrival of this holy month reminds us of its noble values that call for solidarity, brotherhood, and cooperation to face the challenge the Ummah is going through in order to achieve a future of security and stability for our Islamic nations. The governor of Djibouti City, Mr. Abdi Siki Kayat, chaired an important meeting on ways to respect the values and behaviors of the blessed month of Ramadan. The meeting was held in the conference hall of the Djibouti government and included estimated scholars, public security leaders from the police, and the relevant authorities from regional governors. During the meeting, the scholars emphasized the importance of respecting behaviors and values during this blessed period. In his speech, the government highlighted the importance of solidarity and respecting ethical values during this holy month. He urged the participants to enhance measures that promote peace and unity in the community. The government also mentioned and reminded attendees of the importance of respecting rules and laws related to the holy month of Ramadan, particularly concerning peace and public order, to allow everyone to spend Ramadan in a calm atmosphere that respects traditions. This meeting provided an opportunity to exchange ideas and suggestions on the best practices to be adopted during this month of fasting and reflection, and it was highly appreciated by all participants. The Ministry of Islamic Affairs and Endowments, represented by the Supreme Islamic Council, held an important meeting in preparation for the arrival of the holy month of Ramadan. The meeting highlighted the importance of respecting the sanctity of this blessed season and the significance of the holy month, as well as to spiritually and psychologically prepare for it. The meeting was attended by several prominent figures, including the Executive Secretary of the Supreme Islamic Council, the head of the Supreme Fatwa Community, known as Shamsuddin, and the Director of Islamic Affairs at the Ministry, Mr. Ismail Hassan Roble, alongside a number of imams, scholars, and preachers. During the meeting, the great importance of the holy month of Ramadan was emphasized as a tremendous opportunity to draw closer to Allah. It was considered a time for spiritual purification, repentance, and devotion to worship. Participants viewed Ramadan as a precious opportunity to reflect on divine blessings and purify the soul from sins. The meeting also focused on the necessity of raising awareness among citizens about this month and its great virtues that distinguish it from other months of the year. In this context, mosque imams pledged to intensify efforts to enhance religious lessons and circles during the holy month of Ramadan, stressing the importance of this meeting in guiding the community to fully prepare spiritually for the arrival of the holy month. Last Thursday, the activities of the National Week for Artists and Native Languages concluded, marked by a rich diversity of cultural, educational, and artistic activities. The ceremony was held at the conference hall of the National Archives Library under the patronage of the Minister of Youth and Culture, Dr. Hibu Mumin Asowe. The ceremony was culminated in cultural events and the distribution of awards to winners in various competitions organized during the week. Honored artists who excelled in their fields, the event brought together high-profile figures such as the ambassadors of Japan and India, the president of the Independent National Commission for the Prevention and Fight Against Corruption, parliamentarians, representatives of UN organizations, Djiboutian artists, a mayor of the capital, ministerial departments, civil society representatives, and winners of various competitions. The ceremony was an opportunity to celebrate cultural and linguistic diversity in Djibouti, highlighting the essential role of artists and native language in preserving and enhancing national identity. Artistic performances that blended traditions and modernity added virtuality to the event, offering a vibrant tribute to the riches of Djibouti's cultural heritage. Thus, the National Week for Artists in Native Languages concluded on a note of pride and unity, leaving behind a strong cultural legacy and renewed momentum for promoting native languages and Djiboutian artistic talents. In her speech, Dr. Hibu also emphasized the importance of promoting native languages as the true carriers of knowledge and social cohesion. She praised the artists for their contribution to enriching national culture and enhancing Djibouti's image on the international stage. Nalco, the global manufacturer of construction equipment, held an official launch ceremony for the GCB brand in Djibouti. This event marks an important step in the development of the construction equipment industry in Djibouti, offering innovative and high-quality solutions. The ceremony was attended by the government members, including the Minister of Labor, Mr. Umar Abdi Said, the Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mr. Mustafa Mohammed Mahmoud, the Minister of Interior, Mr. Saeed Nur Hassan, the President of the Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Yusuf Musa Dawale, and the General Director of the Djibouti Radio and Television, Mr. Adan Abdi Jama, alongside business partners and clients. This occasion provided a unique opportunity to display equipment and machinery from the company, known for its performance and efficiency. The event also featured presentations on GCB's technological innovations and networking opportunities with industry experts. The commercial director highlighted the importance of this occasion, stating that Nalco holds a strategic position as a partner representing GCB in Djibouti and is committed to providing exceptional services and top-tier customer support. Moving to regional news, where the Ali Adi region anniversary of the Samshit of the Women's Development Association were celebrated, an event that highlighted their commitment to social cohesion and local development. The ceremony was attended by several prominent figures, including the government of Ali Sibih region, Mr. Abdul Malik Mohammed Bonaita, the Deputy President of the Regional Council, Mr. Nuh Saeed Goldan, Deputy Filsan Abdullahi, and the General Director of the Social Development Agency, Mr. Mahdi Mohammed Jama. All attendees congratulated Mrs. Mariam on her recognition and emphasized the importance of the actions taken by the women of the association, reaffirming their determination to improve living conditions in their community and strengthen social cohesion. As part of this celebration, the women of the Ali Adde Association hosted their counterparts from the Dikhil and Tajara regions for 3 days to participate in a training session and exchange experiences. This initiative reflects their desire to share knowledge and encourage other women to follow their example. Since its establishment in February 2018, the Women's Association in Ali Adde has included 16 associations and 206 women who have benefited from the support of the Jibun Agency for Community Development, which each group receiving funding of 10,000. However, beyond this achievement, it is a spirit of solidarity that distinguishes the Ali Adi Association. It has now become a model for other associations, and this solidarity is evident daily through collective work for the shared desire to build a better future for all. By association with financial support from an international organization of Francophone through the fifth edition of the Francophone with Them Fund, launched the Nomadic Cultural Library project on February 18, 2025 in Balho Tajara. The ambitious program aims to facilitate access to education and promote the social and economic empowerment of young girls and rural women in the Balho, Malho, and Oto regions of the Durra district in the Tajara region. In this area, as in other inland regions, the distance from schools, lack of educational resources, and socio-economic barriers hinder girls' access to education. To address this challenge, the Nomadic Cultural Library will establish a mobile library serving isolated communities, providing young girls with educational resources, library management training, animation, and support for economic empowerment. This 36-month project, 18 months of implementation and 18 months of monitoring and support, is part of the Francophone with Them initiative by the International Organization of Francophone, which supports concrete actions for gender equality and the promotion of women's capabilities. The official ceremony was attended by several prominent figures and stakeholders in the region development, including the Deputy Governor of Tajara, an elected member of the Tajara Regional Council, a representative of the regional interests of the Ministry of National Education and Vocational Training, and representatives of civil society organizations directly benefiting from the project. Shifting gears towards the international scene now, Israeli, Qatari, and American negotiations continue intensive talks in Cairo this Friday regarding the second phase of the ceasefire in Gaza, scheduled to begin on Sunday with the aim of reaching a final end to end the war. The Egyptian government stated that the concerned parties have begun intensive discussions to review the next steps of the truce agreement. Israel has sent its negotiators to Cairo after Hamas handed over bodies of four hostages in exchange for the release of 643 Palestinian prisoners, the last exchange under the first phase of the truce agreement. Since the ceasefire on January 1933, hostages have been returned to Israel, four of whom died in captivity. About 1,700 Palestinian prisoners have been released from Israeli jails out of the planned 1,900. Well, by this, our blood viewers, we finally conclude this edition. Thank you for being with us, and make sure to tune in later for more. Have a wonderful evening and take care.